Hey y'all, it's Steve, Hobo With Wood, and today I've got a brand new project that was a patron requested piece of artwork, and I'm going to show you how it works and how to put it together. It is a fairly simple multi-layered project, but it's got a new twist: interchangeable pieces. Stay tuned. All right, so Jessie reached out to me and said that he would like to have a photo prop for like using with newborns, but he wanted to be a Highland cow, and he had an AI image of this particular Highland cow that he would like to have done as a photo prop. And I've done some of these before, and I'll include them right there. Yeah, put them up there. I've got some teddy bears that I actually drew the teddy bears using just ovals and ellipses and LightBurn. And I think I've got just like a dairy cow, boy and girl, pink and blue versions, that kind of thing. But he wanted to have a Highland cow, and he sent me that image and asked me if I could do something with that and turn it into a similar type photo prop. And it was a little different because the other ones I did, I was able to, like I said, I drew the bear, the teddy bear, and so I was actually able to draw the parts and create the layers. Well, this was a little different. I had to bisect and behead this Highland cow in order to create the multi-layer project. And I actually did so in I think it was about a 7.5 hour live stream that I streamed the entire process to my patrons. Any patron that wanted to watch and observe or come in and even comment, they participated in the stream. They'd come in and we talked about and did ideas and turned it in. So with all the conversation and the squirrels, it took a little bit longer than it would have if I'd have just stayed focused and did the work without entertaining and teaching the patrons. But my patrons are what make this channel happen, and I'm happy to do that. And I do those not as often as I'd like to, but I do similar streams like that. That wasn't the first one, and it won't be the last one. So if you really want to get some hands-on, in-depth experience with designing, then you should go over to patreon.com/Hobo With Wood and consider becoming a patron. Gold, silver, or bronze, I stream that out to all the patrons. The gold levels get all the digital files for free. Silver gets 80% off, 60 gets, or bronze gets 60 off. So enough of that. Let's talk more about that image and how we're going to turn that into a multi-layer piece. And I'm not going to go through that whole design process because that's what the patrons got to see. But I am going to show you the file. In fact, let me get my LightBurn opened up here, and we'll switch you over and show you the file. So this is the file, and let me go ahead and let's see, import, downloads. Where are you at? And it was the AI. Here we go. We'll open that image in here. So this is what he sent me. It's a Highland cow with 2 extra hooves. Let's ungroup that and get rid of those. Oh, didn't ungroup, or at least not far enough. There we go. So that's the image he sent me, and he says, "Hey, can you turn that into something multi-layered?" And we took that and I created this. And the way this is set up, this is the very, very back layer, and I've got a built-in kickstand on it. That's the back layer that supports the entire piece if you were going to use it in a photo prop or as a photo prop. That's layer 1. Layer 2 is this piece here with the hind quarters, the tail, and a little bit of the belly showing. Layer 3 is the front legs. You can see through to see the belly there. And layer 4 is the head. Now the head, there's actually 3 different versions. And this was the interchangeable part I was talking about. Now you can opt to do this as just a full-on engraving, all black. I've got all these multiple layers on here, and I'll show you what those do in a second. But you can have this version with the multi-layer and the different things I've got done with the cut layers, or you can do these and just have a solid black engraving and be done with it. And if you glue the entire piece up, minus gluing the head on, maybe use hook and loop or Velcro to attach the head, then you could have interchangeable heads. And I've got here, this is, obviously it's a little sheriff, a little boy Highland cow, and then the little girl Highland cow. So you could have different versions. Use it for multiple photo ops. If you are a photographer or a mom or a dad or granddad, grandmom who would like to have something you could create and document, and I've got tags over here that you can customize and put, January, 1st, 2025, February 1st, 2025, whatever, and put whatever you want on there. Have 12 different tags that you could engrave, and there's a hole in each one of the layers that you can put like a 1/4 inch dowel through there, and then hang the ear tags on there so you can identify the photo by the ear tag. And if you don't want that or need it, you just delete those holes, don't cut them out, and it's a solid piece, no problem. But I want to show you this. Like I said, this is the AI image. Just get rid of that. Let's bring this image. Actually, first, let's bring this one. This one is just the regular engraving, and let's put it in the middle of the page because this image is actually the same as this. I did not do the little girl cow the way I did this one because it's not simple, but it's easy enough to do, and I figured if you like doing it, and honestly, you'll need to get your own speed, power, and settings anyway. But I left that one there so you could see the technique that I did. But if I do this and preview it, that's the image you get. Exactly what you would expect to see. And it looks good. It's clean. But if you wanted to give it some definition, and I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to bring this, Control D, bring that one over here. And then we're going to look at both of those and make it full screen. I went in and did a crosshatch with 2 different scan angles on the 2 different parts of the hat to give it some, more character, break it up, give it a little separation. And then I also used different powers and speed or line intervals here. I didn't do a complete fill. And I didn't do a line after fill. I intentionally left that like that because in my crazy mind, I'm envisioning, okay, well, it's a hairy little cow. And I didn't want that extra definition of the line after fill. I wanted them to look a little sporadic and uncut and like, hair. And then by doing this in a increased line interval, I'm not having to sit there and wait for that laser to engrave that entire thing. In fact, check this out. Let's take this off. Let's bring this one over here. And if I do this one at my black power engraving settings, engraving and cutting, this would take almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 52 minutes. That's a long time to cut and engrave, and it's that's about just under, right around 11.5 inches tall, 12 inches. But that's almost 3 hours. Well, by me using this technique, increasing my line interval, and using the crosshatch and stuff like that, this took 59 minutes. It took 1 hour. So I cut that to a third and actually gave it more character and more definition. And I did that on all of the layers. And if you look here, so I've got these all broke up in different layers, and I've got all of that. All of this is in the file. I saved every bit of it. So it's already got the random line intervals and the random scan angles. And I did this with a 10-watt laser. And I will show you the real outcome. Now, the way you do these tool tags, or these ear tags, take this as a 300 by 300 piece of material, put that in the corner of your bed, cut those out, keep your skeleton, and then glue your skeleton to an uncut piece of 300 by 300. And these are little finger holds that you can grab and lift those out. And that'll keep those organized to keep them in place. So you glue your skeleton to the face of an uncut piece of material, and you got to wait an organizer. Now, my actual piece. Oh my. I didn't do any paint or color work on this. I just kind of let it be what it is. And I don't hate it. Just being natural Baltic birch, and then I did the alternating lines and intervals and stuff. And hopefully I can get you a good image. There we go. And see the definition. The head's a little darker and crisp. This is a little bit lighter. These are, and I actually did the belly intentionally. I did it dark because it's in a shaded, shadowy area. And I actually like the outcome of that. And get up here, you see the hat. We'll get my focus. There we go. You can see the different textures in the hat. And I even, trying not to hit my microphone. There you go. You can see down here. See, those are increased line intervals. And not only changing the line interval, but I changed the scan angle too. I changed the scan angle so that if those were supposed to be perceived as hairs, the scan angle is going in the same direction as the design. So I've a lot of work and thought into that one layer, or that one image there. And you can see how I did what I did. And if you decide you want to do it to the other two heads, you can. Or do the little flower bouquet and do those separate. But it has on the back an area there cut out for the kickstand. You'll need to adjust your slots and tabs for your material thickness. And it just fits in the back of those two slots. And then it will sit flat on the bed and prop itself up in the photo or on the counter, wherever you want to put it. And when not in use, you can pop that back in there and use some of the little frame hardware to lock it and hold it in place. Or a little two-way tape, but it's not permanent. Something to just take on in and out of there. So that works. Looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the outcome. And like I said, it's a total of 4 layers. And it's a cute little cow with a hat and or a bouquet. So this file is on hobowithwood.com. It contains everything I just showed you. I call it a combo pack. It's got 3 heads on there. And you could do the same thing with the little girl head where I did with the boy. Put all that on different layers and save it. So then you had 4 different heads on there. I got a lot of time invested in this, and the patrons can attest to this because they watched the entire process from beginning until end. They watched it start to finish, and it was a good 7 hours of work. And that's why I didn't bother doing the other one. I was like, they're either going to love it or hate it, and they can see what I did. It's easy enough to replicate. And all of those, as I said, when you download the file, you have all of these layers already set up for the little boy, and a lot of that can be duplicated on the little girl. Only difference really is the flowers, the bouquet. And some of those are already separate, and if you want to do the leaf as one and the petal as another, you would just have to put a line in there and separate those two. No big deal. Same thing there with the brim of the hat and the flower, but not a lot of work. Not a lot of work at all. And it's a pretty unique piece. I was happy with the outcome, happy to provide Jesse with a piece that he's going to be proud to use. And I appreciate you hanging out and watching. And thanks again to all the patrons for your support. I'm glad for the handful that got to come in and participate during the live stream of putting this together. But I am Steve, Hobo With Wood. Go over to patreon.com/Hobo With Wood. Become a regular supporter of the channel. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. I'm out.